goodness, Kathy, you need to submit this to a publisher. I think it's a fun book. And do you know what I said to her? I started laughing and I said, no way, no how, absolutely not. And do you know why I said that? Because I felt unworthy to be an author. I felt like I don't deserve to publish a book. I love books. And the reason why I felt that was because there's something that I'm not very good at. So can I tell you the secret about me? Spelling is really hard for me. I've always read books since I was little. And when I was in school, when I was your age, and I'd have my spelling tests, I would write each word hundreds of times and practice all week long. And I would still miss some words because for some reason, I can read just fine. But when I go to write, all the letters get jumbled in my mind. And so because I'm not good at that, I thought, I can't be an author because authors should be good at things like that. So that wasn't a very good way to think, and it wasn't very healthy. Does having a certain skill or talent make someone better than you? Or does not having a certain skill or talent mean that you're not worthy to do something? I hope that you answer that to yourselves with a big no, right? Because it's not true. And what I was telling myself was not true. It's just absolutely not. We all have strengths and weaknesses, and we all have things we're great at and all things that are hard for us. And that's okay. That's part of being part of being human in this life. And so today, one of the important messages I want you to know is you are enough just as you are. And I had to accept that about myself and get over that fear of my thing that's hard for me and put that aside. And when I did let go of that fear, good things happened for me. So I am in your library today. I'm not in your classrooms, but I'm here at your school. And I want you to say these affirmations after I say them. And I hope I can hear you all the way here in the library. So I want you to say, I am unique and important. Okay, your turn. I am unique and important. Okay, there's a classroom right next to me. I think I should be able to hear you guys a little louder than that. So let's try our next one. I have special gifts. Much better. I am not perfect, and that is okay. Awesome. I hope you guys believe that because you are enough today, just as you are. You're unique and important. You have special gifts and you are not perfect, and that's just fine because no one's perfect. So, when I finally got over that fear, I submitted that first manuscript to a couple publishers, and guess what? One of them said yes, and they were excited. And now I have 4 books that are published, and I have another book that will come out next year. Because I let go of that fear and that worry just because I have something I'm not good at, that I wasn't good enough to do anything, but I am. And I love doing this. I love writing. I love speaking. I love connecting with kids. And I'm grateful that I get this chance to do this. So this book that I'm holding in this picture is the one I'm going to read to you today. It was my second book that was published. And I wrote it because I wanted my kids and you guys to just see and recognize all the amazing talents that are in this world, because we all have different talents and different abilities and different strengths. And it's a beautiful thing, because if we all had the same strength, that would be a pretty boring life. What if everybody grew up and was just a plumber? Like, we wouldn't have electricity, we wouldn't have books, we wouldn't have music, right? All of our strengths and abilities and talents make it so that we have a wonderful world, that we all work together. Because you know what? I'm not good at spelling, but guess what? There's spell check on computer. And guess who is good at spelling? My husband. So when I need help, I can ask him and he will help me, because we help each other with our strengths and abilities. Okay, so as I read this book to you, I want you to listen for 4 things. So see if you can catch some of these. Number 1, I want you to look for a talent in the book that might be a talent you have. Number 2, I want you to look for a talent that a friend has. Number 3, I want you to find a new talent that you've never thought of before. And number 4, I want you to see a talent that maybe you think you might like to develop, because that's something else, is that we can continue to improve ourselves and learn new things and new skills all the time. We're learning new things. In fact, I've always liked to draw, but I'm not very good and I'm not trained at it. But that's something that I really want, is someday I want to be able to draw and illustrate my own picture book, because my picture books, I write the words, but other people have drawn the pictures and I love them. But I think it's a cool talent. So that's something that I want to develop. So